Well, welcome AP Tutorials. My name is Crystal, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make wrinkles. I've done this before in a previous tutorial, however I didn't have audio, so this time I'm going to be able to give you the play-by-play. So here goes. I'm using GIMP for this tutorial. You can also use Photoshop. Go ahead and create a new project. I'm going to use 700 by 700 pixels. And if you have GIMP, go to advanced settings. I personally like to use transparency to begin. And I'm going to choose 4 colors, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and create four new layers, and on them I'm going to use gray, red, green, and blue. Or the regular RGB. These are the scientific colors, and they also show up the best for wrinkles, at least for testing them. Okay, so what we're going to do is begin a new layer. I'm going to use a soft brush or a fuzzy circle brush. And because I'm using such a large area, I'm just going to use 5 pixels for mine. Actually 10. And I'm going to use black is my foreground, white is my background color. And it needs to be pure black and pure white. So I'm just going to start simply by making a few straight lines. And to me this is like the easiest way to do it. And once I made the straight lines on my new layer, I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to go up to layers, up at the top in the menus. I'm going to go to auto crop the new layer on top of it. It just makes it easier to move. And then I'm going to go to colors and invert it, because pure black inverted is pure white. And now when I move this layer, I'm going to move it. I prefer to move it up and to the right. To me, it gives it a nice shadow. And I'm just going to merge it down. And now I'm going to grab the smudge tool and I'm going to increase it as long as it's a lot bigger than the just started with. And I'm just going to pull it. These are my settings. You can see right here. I'm just going to start stretching this out in a direction I kind of want my wrinkles to go. And I'm just reversing that to show you. And I'm going to actually make this a little bit smaller so I can have a little bit more control. The smaller the smudge brush, the more control of like the flow you'll get. And if you use a wider one, you just move more of the lines at once more easily. And I do believe we have a wrinkle. Now, you can leave them in this size, and it'd be like an HD wrinkle. You can use them for bigger projects. But I used to use these on like small projects with like seamless meshes, so I just usually take the layer and auto crop it. But first I'm going to test it on these colors to see how it looks. So I'm going to take it and put it in soft light mode. You can use overlay too. I prefer soft light. Let's get on gray, let's get on blue, let's get on green, and grade on red. So now I'm just going to go ahead and reduce the size. You can stretch it, make it wider. And if I want it softer, I could totally like put it in, like blur it. And I'll show you this one more time. And this I'm just going to change the size of my brush. And I'm not going to use straight lines. Well, they're straight, but they're not like they were before. I'm going to get a little bit more creative. Just a little. And I believe I'm done with that one, so I'm just going to test it. Looks pretty good to me. And what I do is I just like make a couple of these, keep on hand, save in PNG. They look great on clothes. Alright, well, thank you guys for seeing right through this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time.